Hey everybody, it's Alyssa, and it's middle of July, so it's about 96 degrees. I think it actually feels like 116. So it's a very, very hot day, and I just wanted to show you what we're doing for our animals as far as keeping them cool. You know, here at Grateful Graze, we're really big into animal welfare, making sure our animals are healthy and happy. And I don't know about you, but standing out here in the sun all day without any shade, I would not be happy. So I'm going to turn you around here and talk a little bit about how we keep our cattle cool. Some of you may be wondering, why don't you put them under the trees where there's natural shade or in a barn? Well, if you see here in our field, sure there's trees down there on the fence line, but we don't have access to trees every day. These are corn fields and soybean fields that we've turned into pasture by planting our cover crops. And in order to plant the grasses, the seeds in here, we can't have trees in the way. You know, we use a big planter and we wouldn't be able to get the planter around those trees. So we have to utilize the shade havens there. So we move these twice a day, and that encourages the cattle to get up and move as well. It also eliminates the compaction onto the ground. If we have too much compaction, then it's hard for our planter to get there and plant the seed for the next year. We also move them because they defecate, and when they defecate, the flies are attracted to the manure. And I don't know about you, but having a bunch of flies swarming around me is not fun. That's why we've also added those 5-gallon buckets up there. We just wrapped them with fly tape, and the flies end up sticking to that, so they're not infecting the eyes of the cows. Something else we do that we don't regularly do this, but this is more of a preventative. We have had a really wet spring, and then all of a sudden it got really hot. And after a cow's hoof has been in water, just like ours, it kind of starts to shrivel up, and it's very vulnerable to tough surfaces. So when it gets really hot and humid like this, then their feet start to crack, and that's when hoof rot forms. So we're using this solution as a preventative. It's not an antibiotic. They don't currently have it, but we're just trying to prevent further infection. So along with the shades and the fly traps and all that, we also have this dual float pump. Before we had just a regular pump that would pump the water from our reserve, but it couldn't keep up with the cattle. And if you can believe it or not, cattle drink 1,300 gallons during these really, really hot days. And I think that's like 16 gallons per day per cow. So that's a lot of water, and our pump has to be able to keep up with it. So that's what we do here for our water. So there we are. It is a hot day, and I'm ready to go grab a cold glass of water, but these cows are happy, they're healthy, and believe it or not, under the shade, it's actually 10 to 15 degrees cooler. So like I said, I think it's 96 right now, so 80 degrees is not that bad for a summer day. So thanks, see you guys later.